How you gon' beef if you ain't got funds? Better gain the whole clique, my nigga live anything. Chain hanging to the. What's happening, gang? See, we back with this video, man. Now look, bro. We ain't gonna use the bell for this video, bro. You better get on, we better get into Foolio, bro. How Foolio nearly got shot 100 times, bro. But nigga, we come to find out, bro. You feel me? Foolio didn't got shot at 100 times, man. Foolio, the police said they picked up fucking 20 shell cases, bro. So how can you get shot at 100 times, but they pick up 20 shell cases? Like, make that shit make sense to me, bro. I guess Casper done brought some more shell cases to the crime scene, bro. Nigga, I'm just saying, bro. I guess Foolio trying to make it look good. I don't know what the fuck my brother was doing, man. But I don't know. We about to tap into this video, bro. Let's get it.
Hey, what up guys? We're back at it again with another wild video for you today. The other day, there was allegedly a shootout where over 100 shots were fired. In today's video, we finna be talking about how rapper Foolio survived the shooting with only a graze, and how a rival rapper responded by saying mission failed on Instagram. Before we start the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you would like to join this month's giveaway of one of these items, and it seems like more and more nowadays that violence is fueled by issues going on in the streets or among rival street gangs. One of the places in the US that seems to be plagued by this violence is none other than Duval County in Florida. Duval County is home to a bunch of rappers that seem to not have any boundaries. Some have even been referring to these rappers as demons due to how aggressive they are in both lyrics and in the streets. Two of the biggest names out of Duval County are the rival rappers Foolio and Young Naze. Both of them have been responsible for some of the most disrespectful songs I've ever heard that have no right to slap as hard as they do. I mean, Ace's Who I Smoke or Foolio's When I See You are two of the most popular tracks this year.
I swear to God, bro, Who I Smoke and When I See You, bro, I don't know what song was disrespectful, bro, but that Foolio song, brother, that nigga Foolio went crazy. That nigga Foolio, that boy was cutting up. That boy went to the motherfucking people gravesite. Now, I don't know where the fuck they do that at, you know what I'm saying? Foolio was motherfucking cutting up out here. I ain't gonna care, but y'all they some shit with disrespectful as hell, too. I really feel like that's like gonna be like the biggest songs of the year. Like, one of the biggest songs of this year. Like, watch. Big facts, watch. Yo, watch.
And both had the most chill samples and vibes to them, until you pay attention to the lyrics and realize just how wild these Florida rappers are. The music feud has sometimes bled into the streets though, and since starting their careers in the hip-hop industry, both sides have been involved in some pretty crazy incidents. The most recent of which happened just a few days ago and involved Foolio, who hopped on Instagram to let everyone know what happened. Fans of the Florida rap scene were going crazy a few days ago after Foolio went live to talk smack about a shootout that he had just allegedly survived. I know, a shootout in Florida, how surprising, right? Well, this one is particularly crazy cause if Foolio isn't exaggerating when he said that they fired over 100 shots at him, it's a miracle that he's still standing.
This is eToro, the leading social trading platform.
As of right now, there are no official reports of the shooting, so the time at which it occurred is still not exact. However, if we're going off when Foolio made his statements about it, the shooting most likely occurred in the early hours of the morning on November 8, 2021. I say this because it was about 5 a.m. on that day that Foolio made his Instagram post about the shooting, on which he points out that he was allegedly shot at, and apparently he wasn't finna be caught lacking cause he claims to have also fired shots back. In the post, you can hear him talking about how he emptied his entire clip on the people who were shooting at him. He also posted a picture of his gun on the floor with the slide pushed back, which is usually the position the gun will take after you fire the last shot to let you know that you have to reload. In the video, he also says that he wasn't shot, he was just grazed, which is good news for his fans, but bad news for any of his ops, because man, do I smell another diss track coming soon. In his next post, which was made shortly after the first one, he goes on to taunt the people who shot him, writing, "Y'all missed the whole 100 shots literally." Now I know people are pretty loose with the term literally, but if Foolio is accurate, that's nuts. I mean, to get shot at 100 times and to only come out with a graze, someone...
I ain't gonna lie, that shit unthinkable, bro. Like, you get shot at 100 times, bro, and you survive that shit, bro. Like, nigga, you was amazing. Nigga, you was a fucking savage. You a real life savage, bro. No cap, bro. But nigga, I just don't believe it was a 100 shot. You feel me? Nigga, I turned on the fucking news. Nigga said it was 20 shot. 20 shots. They found 20 shell cases, you feel me? So nigga, what the other 80 at? Nigga, I'm just saying, bro. I guess Foolio was exaggerating how many times they shot, bro. I don't know. I guess he was exaggerating, bro, because he probably was fucking shook up. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't 100 shots, bro. You feel me? Foolio, it's too hot out here. You feel me? Foolio need to go lift some weights. Yeah, need to get on the ones and twos. Yeah, get his weight up. Foolio is too hot out here. No, it wasn't no goddamn 100 shots, man. That boy Foolio made my head hurt.
Looking out for him, that's all I can say. Either that or whoever allegedly shot at him had their eyes closed. The next thing that we heard from Foolio is when he hopped on Instagram Live to further address the situation, during which he talks about fans who were saying that he was talking too much, which we'll get into in a minute. But the thing that makes the whole idea of the shootout even crazier is that when he went on to say that one of the shooters, implying that there was more than one, had 2 guns, Foolio said, nigga had 2 choppers and 1 on me, which could not only be a line in a crazy bar, but also shows how serious the situation was. I mean, they were trying to get Foolio so bad that they allegedly ran up on him with multiple goons and multiple guns, and they still couldn't do it. If this is all true and no cap at all, Foolio might just be as tough as he thinks he is. Either that or he's just the luckiest dude on the planet. According to Foolio, he isn't afraid of anything that they might try to do to him, and he's most likely feeling invincible right now after escaping a supposed 100-round shootout with just the Grazed. Now, almost immediately after making the post about the alleged shootout, I guess people began immediately telling Foolio that he was talking too much. They began criticizing the fact that he hopped on social media and was so open about a shootout that he apparently fired shots in, and began saying that he was snitching. And to be honest, I can see why people would think that he should be quiet if he wants to stay out of trouble. Well,
facts. Now, hey, I swear to God, I was thinking the same shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Man, what the hell Foolio ass doing with his little black ass on Instagram talking about a goddamn shooting that just happened? I'm like, this man tripping. You feel me? This man, no, he wasn't, I wouldn't say none of that. I want to say shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if the fucking feds pick that shit up and start doing investigation and all type of shit like that, bro. I swear to God, man, Foolio should never did that one right there. He should have let that shit be.
Law enforcement. But Foolio doesn't have to worry about that in this case. He actually hopped on Instagram again. This time it was to address all of the fans who were telling him to be quiet. In the post, he lets everyone know that he doesn't have to worry about any of that. He said, my gun is registered. I shot back in self-defense. And both are equally good points for a lot of reasons. For one thing, he's right. In Florida, you're legally allowed to use deadly force if you're afraid for your life.
Fact, that is true, bro. In Florida, like, you can carry a gun concealed. Like, if somebody break in your house or something like that, you can really kill them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Called stand your ground law. They got that out here in Florida. You remember Louisiana? No, they don't got that. You shoot somebody in Louisiana, boy, you're going to jail. Yeah, them people ain't trying to hear nothing you gotta say. Yeah, them crackers gonna put your stupid ass clean under the jailhouse. Especially if you done killed the white man. Now, if you done killed the black man, you probably get a little leeway, bro. Boy, in Florida, it's totally different, bro. You can shoot somebody out here, nigga, and go home like nothing happened. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it's facts, though. Foolio got a print on that, but I still don't believe nigga shot at him 100 times. You hear me? I just don't believe it. I'm just saying, man, Foolio probably got a little amnesia or something. You hear me? The brother probably, can't come. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro, but the brother, it's too hot up.
So if you get into a fight and someone for some reason thinks you're about to kill him, they can shoot you dead and get away with it. Now this goes double for Foolio because, as he said, his gun is registered, meaning that he wouldn't even get in trouble for being in possession of a firearm. This gives him a major leg up on the competition and any op that might want smoke. All you have to do is give him reason to believe that you're about to hurt him and he can get to dumping on you with no repercussions. Essentially, that means all Foolio has to do is taunt his ops and let them come to him. He just has to taunt, bait and wait. Foolio's gun license also carries over to most of the other southern states, so he isn't finna be caught lacking ever, and he never has to worry about getting searched and charged with being strapped 24/7. And he could potentially shoot anyone as long as he's afraid for his life, and he could potentially get away with it too. And at the end of the day, Foolio wasn't snitching at all because he didn't name people who were involved, and he didn't do anything that would be considered illegal. Being largely allowed to carry his gun around gives him the privilege of talking about shooting it without the fear of getting picked up by the police because they found out he had a gun on him. Something worth noting is that it has been confirmed that police in Florida have a task force that is specifically set up to monitor the social media and videos being made that show people with guns, drugs, and other committing acts of violence. So that being said, Foolio isn't the one who should be worried about being called a snitch or snitching on himself. Instead, the people who should be worried are the ones who are taunting him and almost making it look like they were involved in the shooting in some way. Someone who needs to be worried about talking too much is another rapper who's popping off out of Florida also made a post that seemed to be directed toward the shooting that Foolio was talking about. Whopper with the Chopper is a rapper who has been making some major waves for himself, often appearing alongside artists like Young Ace or Spinner Benz to make tracks that tend to slap, a few of which have disses directed toward Foolio and his camp, oftentimes involving an associate of Foolio who was killed in a shooting named Bibby. And anyone who knows Foolio knows that if you diss Bibby, you're an instant op, no question. Whopper hopped on his social media to react to the shooting in one of the dumbest ways I've ever seen. Even though he wasn't even in the same city at the time of the shooting, he somehow managed to make himself look like the prime suspect when he posted to his Insta story that classic Call of Duty tagline, "Mission failed." And if that didn't make things look bad, he followed it up with another post that featured a picture of an op pack that had Foolio's face on it. Only Foolio's face was crossed out, and he had X's over his eyes, while the song Wish by R. Kelly was played in the background. Now first, I want to say it's 2021. Are we still really listening to R. Kelly? But that's the least of Whopper's worries, because after posting those two stories, people immediately began to suspect him as being one of the people involved in the alleged shootout.
That nigga Wop too hot out here. That boy Wop is too hot out here. No sir, no sir, no sir, no sir. No Wop, bruh. No, little brother. Now say, bruh. Nigga always say, well, nigga ratted on me. Man, what the fuck, Wop? Goddamn, Wop, I fuck with you too hard for that, bro. Real talk, bro. That nigga Wop is cutting up. Wop said, nigga, missions failed. That's tough. Even if Wop didn't have nothing to do with that shit, motherfuckers would think Wop had something to do with that shit, bro. Like, that's tough. Wop is too hot out here. You heard me? Wop need to take a chill pill. Big facts. Wop is tripping.
And honestly, I can see why people would think that. That's basically exactly what it looks like. He really shouldn't have been surprised when people started accusing him of shooting at Foolio, with some people apparently even asking him how he could have missed with so many shots. Whopper responded by saying that he wasn't even in the city at the time and was actually in Atlanta. He went on to say that Foolio, who he referred to as she and her, was most likely exaggerating. He wrote, "Nigga probably popped that jit 5 times and he multiplied it by 20. This isn't entirely out of the question. People exaggerate all the time, especially if it'll look good for their reputation. But no one can say what really happened other than Foolio and the people who allegedly shot at him, who in reality shouldn't be saying anything if they want to stay off the police's radar." And as we mentioned before, the police in that area have made it known that they dedicate an entire unit to watch out specifically for posts like the one that Whopper made. Meaning that whether he meant to or not, and whether or not he had something to do with the shooting, he's likely being watched a bit more closely by the police. Granted, that might have been the case already, considering most of his music is pretty aggressive towards his ops. But if they weren't looking at him before, they most likely are now. Foolio is one of those rappers that just can't seem to stop trolling his ops and anyone he sees as competition. And he trolls them in the most disrespectful of ways, going as far as dancing on the gravesides of his dead ops while speaking on them in his songs. He's one of those dudes that's like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Only Foolio will actually go crazy if he has to, when at the end of the day 6ix9ine was just a troll. Foolio's a troll, but he'll shoot if he has to. He's a troll that really wants that smoke. I mean, off of the top of my head, I can think of multiple songs that at the end of the day are essentially just book reports on all of his dead ops. One of the songs was even called Dead Ops. The other is similar, it's List of Dead Ops. And I mean it when I say they are basically term papers on all of the bodies in Duval County. If it wasn't for his tone, I wouldn't even call it a diss track. He's just going through names and telling everyone what happened to them. But I'm sure that anyone who has a loved one whose name was featured on one of his tracks has it in their mind to go out gunning for him. Unlucky for them, as we said before, Foolio stays strapped, and he does so legally. So he might not be untouchable, but he's like the boss at the end of the game. It's finna be a lot harder to get to him than a normal op. And the same can be said when it comes to music. There aren't a lot of Florida rappers who can do what Foolio's doing. That's not to say Florida doesn't have a ton of great artists. They absolutely do. But not many of them can get away with the things that Foolio does. Now it should be pointed out that we at this channel don't condone violence or any of the acts allegedly committed by the people we talk about in our video. We're just here to bring you the information as we find out so that you might have better insight as to what goes on in the world around some of your favorite artists. At the end of the day, we all know that all the senseless killing and violence has to stop. It's not helping anyone. Foolio is lucky to have survived what sounds like a nasty shootout. And it's good for him that he can always keep his strap on him. Well, what you guys think? Was there really 100 shots fired, or was that a cap like Whopper said? Be sure to let us know in the comments section.
Nah, it wasn't 100 shots fired, it was 20 shots fired. That shit was capped. Foolio don't lie about that shit right there, bro. But like, this like my brother said, this channel right here, nigga, this channel right here, we don't use this channel for promoting violence. None of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we just spreading awareness what's going on around you. Yeah, nigga. It's straight like that. Nigga, I'm just saying. Nigga, shouts out to the whole Jacksonville. Nigga, shouts out to everybody in that ville, man. Cause niggas fuck with me hard in that ville. Nigga, I'm really tapped into y'all city. That's all. You feel me? They facts, you know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, man. We about to do one more reaction. We gonna call it a night, you feel me? And yeah, y'all get active in the comment section. Y'all let me know what reaction to react out to. And we gonna tap on that. I'm Not a Rapper 3 dropping December the 26th, you feel me? Y'all tap in. Music videos dropping in the beginning of December. So yeah, y'all tap on it, man. We about to go crazy, about to go dumb out here, man. Real spit.
That's some double D, big titties on her shit. I know she really like that. Spit again, a whole click, little nigga really cutting up. Say you want war, how you gon' beef if you ain't got funds? Spit again, a whole click, my nigga live anything. Chain hanging to the floor.